My Govan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Ered Earthen, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on with the Battle for Middle-earth 2 HD Edition. Today we are toddling off to the Ettenmoors, so let us load that up and get a-going with it. We've completed the first 2 missions in the first episode, and hopefully we might be able to complete 2 in today's episode as well, but it depends how long they are and what we actually have to do.
Evil wells forth from an ancient fortress deep in the mountains, a foul place that has recently reawakened. The goblins have a new leader who carries out Sauron's tyrannical will. Once this sinister overlord is vanquished, the goblins will be scattered and confused, loosening Sauron's grip on this region.
They are weak-willed goblins.
In days of old, the Ettenmoors were held by the Witch King of Angmar. Now the new goblin leader has taken these lands for his own.
Glorfindel, Haldir, thank the heavens you're here. The goblins overwhelmed us. Hurry, there's still time to save our people.
What about Glowin? Glowin's here too. Just going to casually overlook that.
Ready, elves. Keep your wits
Oh, we've got 2
sharp.
units of swordmen, we've got Haldir, and Glorfindel's on his horse. You might as well come off of that. We haven't got any horses to keep up with you.
Let us go.
Oh, Haldir's buggering off. He's had enough. Oh, that's the other thing. The second game has ships. We should be able to get our tier 2 powers this level as well. I slightly turned down the game's volume as well, because when I was watching back the first episode, I like the game volume to be slightly quieter than my voice, and I think they were about on par with one another, which made it... it could just be a problem that I suffer from, but I'm never very good at picking out certain sounds from a large collection of sounds. It's always been a terrible... it's always been something I've been terrible at. So, for example, if I'm at an event with very loud music, it is almost impossible for me to hear anyone speaking. I have to basically put my ear next to their mouth because I just can't discern between sounds very well, and the louder sound will always drown out anything else for me. And so when I was watching it back, for my sensibilities, it sounded like the game was way too loud and could do with really being quietened. So I have done that. But I appreciate that everyone is different, and whenever I change the sound of my videos, there's always someone that says, oh, that was really necessary, that it was way too loud. And then, equally, there will always be someone that says, no, it's now way too quiet, you need to turn that back up again. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But if I am happy with it, then I just push it out with that, to be honest. But we need to get to wherever these elves are. I'm not entirely sure where they are. Oh, there we go. We're just got to keep running north. Oh, well, you might as well just attack move all the way up there then. What the hell? This is very much the game of attack move, ever since I discovered that was actually a thing. Some of you mentioned that you don't recall the elves looking as good as they currently do when you played Battle for Middle-earth 2. And that is because I am using the HD mod and the patch 1.09. Oh, Haldir came back quickly. Jesus. Did he bring Mirkwood elves with him? Ah, yes. Welcome to the Battle of Middle-earth's depiction of Mirkwood elves. The HD mod hasn't really changed their design, just improved the textures.
To the north of here. The Ents will help us tear down these walls.
Ents in the Ettenmoors?
Keep our borders safe.
What madness is this?
We go.
Let's just capture that real quick.
Prepare a fortress and rid the land
Oh.
of these vile creatures once and for all.
We get the opportunity to do with what we want with our fortress. Oh, that's brilliant. Now let's turn it around then.
Coming through.
Coming through!
I will guard our people.
Right, we've got an inn. An inn allows you to train mercenaries. Unfortunately for us, for some reason, it lets us train Rohan peasants, which, as you've seen from the first game, are next to useless. They serve a minor function if you've got the command points, and I wouldn't say no to them maybe in skirmishes. Heals 3,000 health points from any structure. That's pretty handy. Build yourself a tower, get Tom Bombadil, rallying call, 50 damage, 50 experience. Oh, we have to be the dwarves to get the dwarven riches. I think we all know what we're going to be doing.
I sense a dark
Oh,
presence.
Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil.
Come with me. Onward.
Right, what do we actually have to do now? Free the dormant Entmoot. Destroy 8 goblin tunnels and destroy the goblin sentry towers.
Goblin
I didn't really talk like that, but it's fun saying the word towers in an ultra posh voice.
If we don't stop them here.
Oh, hello. Have you destroyed the towers yet? There are people, believe it or not, in England that do still actually talk like that. And every time I have the privilege of speaking to someone who talks like that, I just have to hold in the laughter so much. It's very much a dying accent. But there are one or two people of a very, very older generation, those who were born at or around the time of World War II, who might still actually talk with that insane posh accent. But they are out there. But if you've heard Prince William speak much, the heir essentially to our throne, of course, and then you'll note that the default sort of posh voice in the UK has softened massively since the time of World War II. And it's no longer as hoity-toity is the word I would use. I don't know why I'm talking about that as we're slaying these goblins. This level has basically given us a late-game Elven army that is almost unstoppable, and tasked us with taking down trash goblins. This is never going to be a challenging level. These things are insane. Their range is outrageous. I'm fairly certain they come with Silverthorn arrows as standard. No, they've already been given them. That's what it is. Anyway, that unit that we've just been killing off left and right, I'll try and zoom in on those a bit more in a moment when we get attacked by them again, because they are the half trolls for which ideally we would have had inspiration in Divide and Conquer. They are the unit I would hope to have emulated, because I think they are cool. We get Ents throwing things, yes please. We don't really need any of this. The army that we've been given will absolutely win this game without any addition, to be completely honest. And we've yet to even call in Tom Bombadil. Right, we've got to slay the Goblin King. Let's just keep rampaging around this northern land. See what we can do up here.
We must bring justice to the enemy.
We must bring justice to the enemy. Somebody was disappointed that I quote the in-game voice lines. I was most disappointed.
Just resting my arms.
I'm afraid if you dislike your YouTubers quoting in-game voice lines, then this may well be where you get off of this ride. Because I'm going to be quoting them left and right. Non-stop. Alright, Team 1, congratulations. Haldir's almost level 10 already, jeez. Haldir, son, save some for the rest of us. I forgot that Haldir is given to you as a general as well. Oh, they are attacking us. Would you believe? So we do need to upgrade the castle. The fortress needs upgrading. Let them get close and you'll see what the that thing does. The waters or floodgate. That's what it's called. Floodgate. We're not too bothered about our fortress though. Let's just keep pressing south. We'll find this Goblin King and put an end to his reign. The goblins, as you can see, do not need to worry about gates, because they can climb over walls. Now come on, finish them off. Oh, he's tootling away. Not the time, Tom. Not the time.
Onward. They will corrupt these lands no longer.
Oh, we need an Ent. That's why they did the whole Ent move thing. Alright, get me an Ent.
We must bring justice to the enemy.
Well, that doesn't look anything like the Towers of Teeth. No, 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 no.
Cleanse the land of them.
They killed our builder, but we've got 3 other buggers. And now that we have them at this door... Oh, Barrowites.
Hold them at bay.
If only they were actually good. Can we bring this down, please? There she rides. Get the gold that it almost certainly just gave, and then let's go and park ourselves outside that wall and kill any goblins that try to come.
Go forward.
Another builder's died. Ah, we got the end. They move a little bit quicker now than they did in the first game. They don't have to be on fire to move at their rage speed. It's interesting that there's an elven settlement here, because I don't think in any recorded tome or annal of Middle-earth history did the elves ever settle in the Ettenmoors.
Coming through.
I don't think, in fact, anyone settled in the Ettenmoors, not even in the days of Arnor. It's always been a sort of wasteland. The Ettenmoors being far north of Rivendell, of course, just south of the spur of the mountains of Angmar that juts out. Use Ents or Glowin Slam. Oh, Glowin, we could have used you. Didn't need to wait for the end. Oh well, we'll burst through in a second and then have this goblin turn. We'll tear him down.
Our fair city grows larger.
Goblins don't actually get walls. So again, the same thought process from the first game has been applied to the second, and there are certain nations that just do not get walls. The goblins, unfortunately, are one such enemy. No, don't throw stones at us. Come on, son. Just give them a quick heal. Kill the goblin spider riders before he runs into you. Yes. Alright, here's our enemy, and here is Tom Bombadil. Here he comes. Look at him. How could you not like him? Skipping around, doodly-doo. And he sings while he does it. Sonic song. It blasts people back. It's like Gandalf's ability from the first game that you've all seen. He's just such an out there character. But he works so well. And bright blue his jacket is.
Watch for the enemy. And his boots are yellow.
Oh, that was perfect timing. And his boots are yellow. Has anyone played the Fellowship of the Ring tie-in game that came out after the movies, but follows the book's storyline and not the movie storyline? Because if you have, you will know that Tom Bombadil is a fantastic character in that game as well. But that was stupidly easy. We are playing on the hardest difficulty, but when the game gives you the fully upgraded units right out the gate, it's hard to mess it up. That's Glowin's original appearance from the base game, by the way.
In the battle's aftermath, a lone Dwarven prisoner is freed and desperately begs for Glorfindel and Glowin's help. His Dwarven clan in the Blue Mountains is under attack from a terrible dragon. It is rumored that the dragon served Sauron in exchange for one of the Dwarven rings of power, stolen from the dwarves long ago.
Why would a Blue Mountains dwarf be held prisoner by goblins in the Ettenmoors? That is an insane distance. That is absolutely ridiculous. It is so far away from the Blue Mountains. Why make us go to the Ettenmoors? There should be like another level, a gap, if you will, between. So there should now be another mission that takes you maybe to Angmar, and then maybe you should bump into the. But then I suppose they didn't want you to go to Angmar because in the expansion to this game you play as Angmar.
After a long journey, the heroes arrive at the Blue Mountains. They find an army of dwarves preparing for battle outside the entrance of a cave. The evil dragon has forced them from their home beneath the mountains, claiming their underground domain as his new lair.
Lair.
Luin from the east! A great surprise indeed, and well timed. The dragon has burned us out of our own tunnels, and made this one here his lair. Now we will take back our home and slay the fiend!
The dragon's back! He's destroying everything! It's no use. We can't kill him out here. We'll have to catch him at his lair. Inside!
Run! Run! Get away! Get away!
We rescued a messenger who told us of the dragon. We've come to help. Ah, and you bring elves. This is a dwarfen mine, no place for woodfolk. If they're here to collect riches, they should come no further.
Let us go.
Glorfindel just casually looking around. Collecting riches? Me? What? Never.
How long do we have to wait?
How long do we have to wait?
Forget this thing, demolish.
This is something that the dwarves get called a demolisher. It is a mobile battering ram. It is very, 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 very powerful, but it is so slow, and a player can so easily bring these things down. It is one of the least used siege machines in the game, at least was when I played the game for myself. Now, I never played the game meta. I don't think anyone does. It's Battle for Middle-earth 2, for crying out loud. But certainly back when I played the game properly, I basically never used this thing. It was just way too slow, and the dwarves also get a really good catapult, so there wasn't really much point in the battering ram, so I never really used it. But anyway, these are the dwarves. Oh, also, let's just have a quick look at Glowin, because that is what the HD mod makes him look like. He's not ginger anymore, and he's not wearing that sort of white scale mail. But here are our dwarves. Axe throwers are our primary unit. They throw axes, as you might expect. Clues in the name. And we also get guardians. Oh, I've done that the wrong way around. Guardians are our primary unit. They are your stalwart melee warriors, and axe throwers are your primary ranged. Dwarves do not get archers until and unless you can get mercenaries, in which case you will get the Men of Dale.
Here we go.
Into the mines! Also, the dwarves, like the goblins, get mines.
Let's get in close.
Which means that we can put our units inside the mines and then pop them out at any other mine, giving you an instant teleport. And indeed, one of their powers is in fact instant mine, undermine. Places a mine shaft anywhere on the map. So despite the dwarves being the slowest race in terms of how fast they walk, they can put up to 5 units, is it, into a mine? Have you built a mine yet? No, I'm sure it's up to 5 units into a mine. And then you can just pop up a mine in the enemy's base and boom, there are 5 units. And then if you've got 5 more standing by, you get them in and then you jump them out as well. So they're pretty good. It is 5, yeah, I thought it was. And the dwarves also get one of the best bases. Their ultimate ability from their fortress. Because every fortress has an ultimate ability. Which, once you've upgraded all the upgrades in the fortress, you can then build its sort of ultimate. The elves' ultimate is the ability to train an eagle at will, so you can always have an eagle. The dwarves' ultimate is a catapult that can fire across pretty much the entire map and throws down huge damage. It's really good fun. Give it a push. We need to get these guys to level 2 so that they can start replenishing. What do we actually need to do? Just kill the dragon, isn't it? And build a fortress inside the cave. Already on it, son.
Over there, Goblin! Where are they going? Built with Dwarven skill. That won't do.
No, that won't do. Can you build me a tower out here? 1%. Oh, it will improve when the... Coming through! Axe throwers. Oh, did you just go to level 2? Yes, finally. We want to keep them alive. They're fantastic. And they completely cover the almost primary dwarven weakness. So get me a tower set up. A couple of towers, ideally. If that dragon's going to be hitting us outside, we need something to prepare for. Defend against that. There's our ultimate, the launch the mighty catapult. No, it won't work in here because we're indoors. And as you might imagine, a catapult, primarily and ideally, needs some kind of way of getting its shot from where it is to where the enemy is. And if there's a wall in the way, it's not going to do much, is it? Now we want to try and line them up. And we did it next to the line, didn't we? Get it up quick!
They can't hide from a dwarf.
What have you got? Glorfindel, Blade of Purity. Glorfindel gains 50% damage and invulnerability for 10 seconds. Oh, we've already got that, didn't we? Because he has to be off his horse to use it. Glorfindel gains... Why does he have one ability that he must be dismounted and one where he must be mounted? That just doesn't... I don't like that. Is he called Drogoth, I think, this fellow? If you're wondering and saying, Gallo, but is there really a Drogoth character from Lord of the Rings? And the answer is, of course, no. Dragons are arguably still in existence at the time of the War of the Ring. But they live in the Withered Heath, and Smaug is the greatest of them and the last to really ever make himself known in the world. Also, I have lied to you because you actually get Dale archers immediately. You don't need mercenaries. But you don't get any dwarven archers, so I was partially correct. You can put people in these towers and they will fire at your enemies, which is always nice. But we need to prepare an army first and then we can do that. Although let's claim more land so we can build more mines. Ah, the Hall of Warriors. upgrades and our siege equipment all come from the Forge Works. Oh, come on, you can build over there. There's so much room over there. Build. Oh, that's annoying. Building the cave then.
We have the best materials.
We have the best materials.
Give us some room. Something is afoul.
You take over that. That looks like that's going to be exploded away and we're going to be attacked from there, doesn't it? Oh yes, that is exactly what is going to happen. But it's alright, we're going to have... Oh no, I've lied to you. Axe throwers come from the archery. Oh, it's because we haven't got to the point in the story where you get the Men of Dale. No, you do get Men of Dale. We also get phalanxes, so we get one anti-cav unit.
Where are they? There's a battle coming. I know it. This fine door was meant to keep enemies out. The Demolisher can get through it. It's them, the enemy.
Oh no, those Goblin Spider Riders are going to do a lot of damage. They kill basically anything they walk into. Have you had enough yet? Oh, sorry, the voice lines, I just love them. I know. But
They won't soon forget this thing.
they won't soon forget this thing. Oh, look at that. Would you believe there's suddenly another entrance point? Oh, we can't even do green land here. And what are they sending against us? We don't even need to go through the gate then. We can just go through there. Selected structures resource hub is temporarily raised to 350%. Ah, that used to be permanent. You could go around permanently increasing every single one of your buildings. Apparently not anymore. Alright, get me a couple of them. We'll take a couple of phalanxes. Let's get you upgraded so we can start getting Dwarven materials. We also get heroic statues, much like the elves do. And if memory serves, you can fit one perfectly in the corner of the archery range.
That's not going to work.
Yes.
We'll take care of it.
Nice.
I will be your
Do we need to actually bother going through that door? Can't we just go... Let's go and find out what's in the cave. Come, team. I like the fact that they've applied an echo over all the voice lines, even when we're out, although we're outside at the moment. But that's a nice little effect, given that you do spend a lot of time inside.
This is the way. We should build mine shafts so we can get to the battles quicker.
Glorfindel? Get involved, son. Oh, the giant's killing his own units, would you believe? Oh dear, and then we're getting our units killed. Bombadil. Oh, the giants are going to bring us down. We don't have the range. What are you still fighting against? Oh, the thing. Oh, Glorfindel's going to die. Nicely done, Glorfindel. Nicely done. It looks like the spiders are going to come out of here forever.
Something is afoul.
Move over there, move over there, move over there. Come on, get me my gold. Get me my gold, boys. There we go. And then destroy that if you would.
Stay close. Destroy that building.
Down, 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 down.
Down these walls.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work.
Here we go.
Fine craft.
Through the door. You haven't heard them say that one yet. Oh, you're in for a right old surprise. Once we've taken this northern cave, I assume we can then just pop into the southern cave, and thus, as I say, avoiding the door altogether. We don't want to destroy our own door if we can help it, do we? That's just folly. So let us use the enemy's entrance. Yes, that goes to the same place. Yeah, we don't need the demolishers at all. I've not even used them. You'll note that the demolisher has a little ability here, deploy, which causes it to become stationary, but takes then way less damage. It gets really, really heavily armed. Also, in anticipation of dwarves riding a thing, Battle of Middle-earth created this large ram-like creature to do all of it, all that it needs to be done. Now, it's not 5 units per mine, it's 5 units for the whole mining network. So, you have to keep moving backwards and forwards to put them in and out. There we are.
Keep your wits about you.
Glowin's not interested. Come on, boy. There we go. Right, once the army is upgraded, significantly increases the damage done by melee weapons to structures. That one's a nice one. It only applies to our Dwarven warriors, though, and I think we've killed our Dwarven warriors. Oh, no, there they are. Standing proud. Nothing stands taller than the might of the dwarves. Oh, look, it's given them the Hobbit movie visuals for the shields. That's interesting. Not the Hobbit movie visuals for their armour, though. Or is that Hobbit movie armour? No, I think it probably is, actually. But anyway. Mithril mail's ready.
Positions!
Positions! Banner carriers are ready. Yeah. Now we need the forged blades, and we're ready to go. So you might as well all start walking. We can level, we can upgrade you as you go. Baruk Khazad! Khazad Manu. There's the battle wagon that I mentioned. You don't actually get dwarves riding anything, I'm afraid, if that's what you're after. But you do get dwarves on a chariot being pulled by the ram-like creatures. So if that's your bag, you'll get it. See how much faster the elves are. Glorfindel and the elves of Mirkwood there long before anyone else. On we go. Into the Dragon's Maw.
This place is pretty old. We should be wary of falling stonework.
We don't really need our guardians to use the siege hammers, but it's an option available to us. Slay the dragon, demolish the citadel door. Oh, it wants us to, so go on then.
Mountain trolls! Regroup!
Evil has spread across.
Bring them down! Pikes are fantastic against trolls, and they will do what needs to be done. There it goes. Oh, and Gloin's now at level 8. If you're wondering, it is pronounced Glowin, not Gloin. And Glowin's father, Groin, whose name, of course, famously is pronounced Groin if you pronounce it in the wrong way. But as ever, pronounce things however you want to pronounce them. But if you're looking for the quote-unquote proper way of pronouncing it, it is Glowin. With a definite sound break between them. Oh, and Glowin's the only one that can actually...
They will not gain this field.
Phalanx is up!
Servants of the enemy.
Oh, we've broken into the Dwaro Delph of Moria, apparently. Frost, missed yourselves. Phalanxes. Stand firm. Plus 60% armor, and enemy cavalry is decelerated when trying to crush them. Right, this is where we kill the dragon, I have no doubt. Built with Dwarven skill. Keep building tunnels as we go. We don't have anyone in support, but... There's my battle wagon. The battle wagon can act as a mobile hearth. It can have 2 men of Dale who will shoot things for you. It can have 2 axe throwers who will also shoot things for you. Or it can have a banner which will give experience and damage around it. So it's a mobile statue, a mobile hearth, or a very poor ranged unit, to be honest. They're much better as support units than they are as anything else. Oh, we need to actually send in... fire drakes.
They won't soon forget. Getting close.
Unfortunately, we now need demolishers. We're up against a wall that can't be targeted by normal attacks. I don't know, unless Glowing can hit it. Or did I just click on the goblin? No, I clicked on the spiders. Yeah, we need the demolishers, so you're going to have to come back and kill those drakes, which aren't really doing much damage, are they? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't whistle. That does not come through nicely on the sound. That Bombadil song is just so catchy. The little noise that plays when he's called to war. I think our builder's going to die. That fire drake's going to get him. Where are our axe throwers? I thought I got a load of axe throwers. Oh, there they are. Oh, yeah, there they are. Alright, there we go. That's kept the... that's allowed the demolishers to come through. Eliminate all fire drakes that infest this cavern. There's a battle coming. I know it. There we go. Yeah, the demolisher can destroy the gate. And then we are through, and then the dragon will die. We've got a hearth ready. We've got a couple of axe throwers ready. Oh, we're at command. Wait a minute.
Get inside.
Get inside.
We found the enemy's camp.
Out you come.
Heard something. What was that? It's the dragon.
Of course it's the bloody dragon. That's what we're here to kill, you morons. Oh, the dragon's wasting itself. No, 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 no. The elves went through first. I need to extract that sound, don't I, and make it the end turn jingle for my YouTube DAC videos. Down, 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 down. It's just so good. Unfortunately, our elves did die because, bizarrely, they decided they were going to be the first through the door, so they've gone. But we've got the rest of them. Starlight. Audience monsters and heroes in a large area around Glorfindel are healed while active. Oh, so he turns into a massive healing thought. Glowin's top one causes a large earthquake around Glowin's location. Can stun the army of the dead. Anyway, Drogoth's gone. And it's over! The Blue Mountains are returned to Dwarven control.
Elves will sing of this glorious day.
Damn right the elves will sing of this glorious day. Oh, I'm having a blast playing Battle for Middle-earth 2. But because, like Battle for Middle-earth 1, it's not very long, I am going to end this episode after this video.
And the Dwarven ring reclaimed. However, Glorfindel and Glowin are in disbelief when their new allies refuse to join in the war against Sauron, choosing instead to return to mining the riches of their mountains. Disappointed, the heroes set out for the elven port city of the Grey Havens, hoping for a better reception from the elves.
I would have used the word Mythlond there. Is it really that difficult to use the word Mythlond?
But as they draw near the city, it is clear that all is not well there.
The Corsairs have come. Dun, 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 dun. The Grey Havens. So there we are. That is episode number 2. I can't remember how long Battle of Middle-earth 2 is, but I don't think it's going to last as long as Battle of Middle-earth 1 did, I'm afraid. I think this one will be shorter. And let me also just take this moment to say, I know loads of you have said I should play mods. I'm well aware of the Edain mod. I played it for years. I'm aware of the Age of the Ring mod, but I wanted for the YouTube playthrough to play as close to the vanilla experience as possible with some graphical updates because we're in 2021 now, and the patches because they help the game with widescreen support and zooming out and whatnot. But I didn't want to do a massive overhaul like Edain or Age of the Ring, so I might look to do those once we've played through everything. But for now, I'm going to go through unmodded, I'm afraid. But until we speak again, dear friends, do have a wonderful week, and Navairneden Pedimad Melonin, and farewell.